individual.
We have
Uno.
someone who likes guns to my right.
Bam, bam. Just saying. Let me quit before I rip my shirt.
And the
My biceps bulged out.
Terry-licious body
Body talker.
is here on my left. So if she gets shot, she's a registered nurse. She can stop the bleeding. So just want to know that we got you covered.
Yes.
One way or the other.
And if you're listening, she's just going to have to talk you through because she
Exactly.
ain't what to do, where to apply
Put
pressure.
your finger in the hole and then
Dig around and find the bullet.
and then pull it out.
With some tongs or some tweezers.
And if you have to go to the
Throw some
bathroom
Jack
in
Daniels
the
on it
medium,
to-
in the interim, then you got to like use a cup or something because you can't take the finger. Unless you take the body with you to the bathroom, then you can keep your finger in the hole while you're peeing.
Put some vodka on it. Drink a little.
Drink some vodka. Okay.
So it'll numb the pain. And then pour it on the wound.
Okay.
And then you can dig around with your finger and find it.
Now, what are you supposed to do with the CBD? Because they say that's supposed to be some good for some stuff. I don't know what it's good for though.
You
I
smoke
haven't.
it?
I don't know.
What you
Isn't
do
it an
is-
oil or something? What is it? What is
grease your
CBD?
scalp with it.
They put it in brownies, I hear.
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't eat brownies.
And Rice Krispies.
And I definitely don't
I
eat
heard
Rice
that
Krispies.
too.
You can take a Rice Krispie.
Do you know anything about that?
They
Putting
have Rice
CBD
Krispie
in
in hell.
brownies or okay.
Rice
I don't
Krispie is
know.
going to be served in hell.
Really?
That's so disgusting.
You would know. Okay. Praise the Lord.
It's disgusting. For all of you that love Rice Krispie treats, bleh.
Somebody saved me from one.
A Rice Krispie treat? That was a very good person.
It really was. I was at a housewarming thingy, and I was there, and I was blessing the home and everything, and they had a smorgasbord of food, and they were like, "Oh, help yourself, pastor, preacher, man type thing." Rev, you call everybody Rev.
Right.
Here you go, Rev. And I was going around, and apparently the brownies and the Rice Krispie treats had stuff in them that they did not want me to be subjected to.
Probably.
So they saved me from, because then talk about seeing Jesus, I would really start to see certain things.
You be walking into the lights.
That Sunday morning was going to be an
Walk into the
interesting
light.
Sunday morning. Yeah, everybody going to leave the church then and never come back. Yeah.
Right, but like, why he giggling through the whole sermon? And why his eyes so beady and red?
And he got the munchies all of a sudden. I don't know
Is he
why.
just eating communion like that? Just got a handful of them.
Just throwing them in his
Wait,
mouth and stuff.
Drinking straight out the juice.
But really, that Snickers commercial tells it all. Because
which one?
when you're not yourself,
Definitely.
it really does.
Definitely. My
But
favorite is
instead
the
of
dude
grabbing-
with the fishnet pantyhose on.
Yeah.
That is my favorite one.
Okay.
Rob the bank in fishnets.
Have you ever done that?
Rob the bank in fishnets?
Yes.
No, I've worn fishnets, but I have no intentions on robbing a bank. I am very well capable of making the financial resources I need without subjecting myself to a life of crime. What would you do without me? Exactly. Silence everywhere. There's nothing that can be done without me.
Okay.
Remember that.
Terry, save me. Save me, please.
Oh my goodness.
Please save me. Before the break, we were talking about sauteing our booties. And
Your booty. Yours.
this is something that people can do at home
That you've tried yourself.
if you are low on funds. Instead of eating the Vienna sausages.
What kind of sausage?
Some Vienna. It's from,
I thought you said Viviana.
no, Vienna. It's from Paris
I
or
was
something.
like,
I don't know.
who is she? Where is she
Vienna
standing?
sausage. And the scrapple animal. He wants to stay alive. Don't kill him. And then you have some potted meat stuff that people like to eat.
Even Terry looks like I'm not
so
anybody.
and if you want a pickled pig foot,
What?
that's something to nibble on in the midnight hour.
You're telling a lot about your dietary.
I'm not. These are things that I've read about because I'm an investigative reporter. Therefore, I have to be able to share the do's and the don'ts.
Sir.
So
Sir.
don't do that.
Sir.
Substitute that
Sir.
with the booty.
God
So
bless, God bless
that's all I'm
Smitty.
saying.
He had you eat all kind of stuff. I'm just gonna let you know.
I'm just saying, I done heard some stuff from the people in the South. I'm from up north, and the people in the South, they supposed to be eating right and supposed to be eating out the ground, and they supposed to have little farms because they got all these acres and stuff. But it's like, so what's a scrapple animal? And what's a potted meat man? And they eat all this stuff, and I don't understand.
Things that put you in the hospital. That's
pretty
what
much,
they are.
Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So we have to eat right. We have to eat better. We have to do better, because as Miss Terry was saying during the break, we're gonna pay for it one way or the other.
Right.
You're gonna pay for it either in the increased hospital bills, or you're gonna pay for it by paying a little bit extra,
Right.
to eat healthy.
Right. And like I said, getting that example again with our car, you don't let your car not have the right kind of fuel.
Right.
Okay, you take care of your car. You listen to your car
Right.
and take
Makes
it in.
funny
And there is
sound.
no insurance for a car to get fixed, unless you have an accident.
Geico and AAA.
Well, but if you have an accident, but there's nothing to preventative insurance.
Right.
The same thing with our health. We're talking
Safe
about
driver's insurance.
safe driver's insurance.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's
You go
all
without
right.
an accident.
I agree with that. But what I'm
Reduce
saying
your
is
premiums.
that unless you've
Right,
got a
right.
preventative
No,
type
definitely understood.
plan, there's not an insurance plan that says let me pay you for staying healthy.
Right.
We've got insurance for when you get unhealthy.
Absolutely.
And then it doesn't cover everything. And as you get older and get in retirement and Medicare, believe me, it doesn't cover. I've experienced that.
Got it.
And the price of medications are so expensive. Insulin these days has just gone skyrocket. And that's just one medication. If you're on heart medications, those are even more expensive and stuff like this. So you start adding up all these medicines. And I also remember that medicine isn't always the cure-all. It just temporarily helps you with the symptoms. It never gets to the root cause. What's causing it in the first place? So that's what we're talking about, getting back to self-care, is what is really underneath all the reasons why we make these choices. Why are we choosing to eat unhealthy? Why are we choosing to not exercise
Right.
or do some kind of a exercise, working out or whatever? And I don't mean going full speed ahead and being a super athlete, Olympian or anything like
Right.
that. Why are you not just getting up and walking?
Right, right. Just the basics.
Just the basics. And the same thing you apply to your food. Just the basics. Eating healthy is just the basics. Eating organic if you can, but the second best thing is go to the farmer's market and look at.
Now, I have an issue with this word organic.
Okay.
I was in the grocery store, and I was trying to be good. And I was reading labels and looking for healthy stuff and organic stuff. And I came across this candy, and it said organic.
Okay.
I'm like, how can candy be organic? But it had in big bold print, organic, but then I read the label, and it had all these sugars and stuff in it, so I got confused.
Correct.
It's like, it's organic, so am I supposed to eat the candy or not eat the candy? Because I was told that candy was bad for you. You should probably stay away from candy. But this is organic candy. So maybe this is the good candy that you can eat versus the bad candy. So I was in
You
a
are
conundrum.
absolutely right. And that's the thing is a lot of times even the health protein bars, if you really look at those
Absolutely.
things, they are
They have a lot of
loaded with sugar.
A lot of sugar.
And
Yes.
even though they may say organic raw sugar cane or whatever, stuff like this, it's our industry is the food industry is really capitalizing on those words to the point where they're not, it's not meaning the same thing.
Right.
So when you're talking about the organic candy, it's probably that they use quotes organic sugar cane or something like
Right.
that, or the raw sugar as they call it.
Now, does everything has to be organic for it to be organic, or does like maybe 50% or 51% has to be organic? Then
Well,
they can use the organic term.
I don't know what the industry uses.
USDA.
Yeah.
For it to be organic, everything has to be organic.
Everything.
Clean
Right.
Juice is an organic juice press company, and they can't put. They have black is one of their drinks. It's lemon activated charcoal and something else. Although the lemon is organic, they can't put organic on there because you can't have organic activated charcoal.
Why not?
There is no such thing as organic activated charcoal.
What's activated charcoal versus
Activated-
non-activated charcoal? What's the difference?
You can't take their charcoal and grill a steak with it. The activated charcoal, it's mineralized and helps with whitening teeth and digestive system and different things like that. But they have 3 things that they do not label organic. And I love Clean Juice and studied and, visit there and get my education as well. And they share it because there are certain items that they use. If they put anything non-organic in it, then it just cancels out being organic at all.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have all organic fruits and vegetables, but if you add an ingredient such as activated charcoal, you've canceled out it being organic.
Well, let's go back to the word organic and talk about foods that are grown naturally, without pesticides, without any of the toxic
Elements and,
chemicals and things like this.
Right.
That doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, that's what you want to look for. And if you're going to the farmer's market, you want to check with the farmers there. How did they grow those foods? Did they put vegetables? I'm sorry. Did they put pesticides on them?
Right. Was it natural compost?
Right.
Old coffee grounds.
But why would they just lie and say,
That's a
"Oh yeah,
possibility.
it's all natural"? And yes,
buyer beware. Buyer, you just don't take things at face value. Ask questions, and that's part of what I work with folks through. Is how do you look at these things? What are the myths?
Right.
What are the misconstrued things that we're given both sides of the story here? I mean, I think they just came out yesterday, day before yesterday, on the news, and they're saying, "Oh, it's healthy to drink coffee again." I'm not saying it wasn't unhealthy. But they're saying you can drink 25 cups of coffee and your heart beats still fine. A new study came out, and I said, okay, now I've got questions.
Right.
How did they do the study, and what was going on, and all this? So there's a lot of things, but they just put it out there as fact.
Right.
And so you want to.
And they did it, and because they have the authority and they have the accolades and the alphabet behind their name, naturally, society and people, we just have to believe because you're the expert, the MD.
Well, nowadays,
now,
on the
right.
internet, you don't need any letters. You don't need anything. Everybody has an opinion.
Yeah.
That's right.
Everybody's an expert. And if you feel a certain kind of way about something and you put it out there, people take that as the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And that must be the gospel. And it's like, if I don't like Chick-fil-A and I put it out there, okay, well, Chick-fil-A now must be the devil. Because one person said they don't like Chick-fil-A.
One influential person.
Right.
I have to be someone with a voice.
No.
And
but
that's
see,
have to be influential.
exactly, because everybody's influential in their own circle.
It's their delivery.
Right. So if you have a circle of ratchetness and you the queen ratchet, then
the whole
you're going to
group of
influence that group.
Right.
Yeah, that is true.
And it's just, again, being aware and asking questions.
Being aware, ask questions,
And-
moderation,
Right.
don't eat with your eyes. So all of that kind of stuff. Make sure that you have more vegetables on your plate than anything else.
Yep.
Quarter plate protein, another quarter plate starch, half the plate vegetables. These are all the things that I'm learning from you.
Right, and it's, again, you don't have to, quotes, deny yourself of, quotes, we've grown up with how mom's going to serve us dessert and stuff like this. You can have your fruit cup, or you can build in healthy desserts. That sounds like an oxymoron.
Right.
But you can.
But that's where fruits come in.
Right,
Yeah.
fruits, but
Fruits
you
can
can
make a
also
wonderful dessert.
create baked goods that
Absolutely.
have healthy items in it.
Absolutely.
Instead of butter and oil and
Sugar and
all
everything
that stuff, you
else,
can
right.
substitute other things.
Yes.
Sugar-free applesauce.
Yeah.
Works just as well in a baked good. Cooking with zucchini and avocado and stuff like this. There's ways of getting those healthy fats into the diet and not be, quotes, just eat this boring chicken and this broccoli and this whatever rice and stuff like this. There's many ways of creating healthy ways of your taste buds that will really love the foods that you eat.
Right.
How can people get in contact with you? Get all this wonderful education.
Okay, my website is called Wellness 4 Life Steps, and that is wellness number 4 life steps.
Got it.
.com.
.com, yes.
.com.
.com.
Excellent.
Yes. I have
And
a quiz
You do.
on the website.
What if people
really,
are bad at quizzes? Because there's
It's
some
not- it's-
people,
it's-
they're
it's-
not very good test takers.
right. It's not
Stressed out.
It's not a test. It's not a test. It's really 10 items that help you identify what your risks are, and it's really you can get to it by bit.ly. //savemylife.com. Quiz. I'm sorry, savemylifequiz.com.
SaveMyLifeQuiz.com.
There's 10 items on there to identify what your risks are. And if you identify one or more, you need to have a lifestyle makeover. Because I'm a lifestyle management and fitness health coach.
Yes.
And I can help you get back on track.
Wonderful. Family, if all else fails, there is the fallback. What you? Huh?
I don't know. I just don't feel positive about whatever you're about to say.
What do you mean?
Because you always say something shenaniganish.
No.
Go ahead.
Exercise.
Okay.
Eat healthy.
Okay.
You know, park farther away. Get your steps in.
There, you're doing good.
Sleep well at night. You
Okay.
know.
Stay right there.
Exactly. These are the things that we need to do. Right, Terry?
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
These are the things that we need to do.
When you start off with
And
the if
these are-
all else fails, I just felt in my shana that we was about to take a hard, sharp right in a direction.
You obviously, clearly do not understand me as an officer and a gentleman, because that is not what I do. And we're always here to provide you profitable information that will help you grow in a wide variety of areas. It's the people that sometimes sit to my right that will bring us down these dark and eerie paths
I don't
that
even
will
feel that way,
cause
but
you
that's fine.
to have shenaniganish thoughts. But for me and my house,
Please.
we shall
Yes.
be healthy.
Okay.
You're tuned in to the Profit and Growth Hour here on WDRB Media, the voice of the community.
I was waiting. I was going to take a hard right somewhere. You were going to. I know you were. I always